And good morning, Savannah and the Low Country. And welcome to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, heard live on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. What is the Coach's Corner Sports Network? It's 4 shows that are produced right here at Coach's Corner. 2 go live every week. 1 goes once a week, and there's a podcast. That's right. But once again, good morning. June 24th, 2023, week after Father's Day, and I got some new merch, as you can see. The Karl DeMasi Sports Report baseball cap. Got to thank my son, Dominic DeMasi, and his beautiful wife, Tyler DeMasi Kirkpatrick, or Tyler McLean Kirkpatrick DeMasi, for getting me my own merch. That's right. You can get Coach's Corner merch here all the time. And let me adjust the camera here. You can see I'm wearing one of the oldies, Rubbin' and Grubbin'. I told you there are 5 shows on the Coach's Corner. So, back step. 4 shows on the Coach's Corner Sports Network, and that's the OG of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. That's Rubbin' and Grubbin' every Wednesday night with Brandon, the Atlanta man, Bain, and, of course, the OG, the man that runs it, produces it, Lawrence Bennett. Okay, Wednesday night, 6 to about 7. Then Saturday mornings, it's the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network, 9 to whenever, usually about 10:30. I don't make it to 11 o'clock anymore because I'm not on the radio anymore, so I don't have to play commercials every 15 minutes. And then, of course, the once-a-year show, the 19th hole with the Herb brothers, Shaw and Brent Herb. Great show. All things Masters. First week of April, they talk everything that's going on in Augusta, Wednesday through Sunday, 5 straight days. Pretty special that these guys can do it. And, of course, the podcast, the baseball podcast, Who's on First Base baseball podcast, drops every Wednesday night about 9 o'clock with the coach, Karl DeMasi, and, of course, the baseball fanatic, Kyle Lawson. And it's all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. I got to thank John Henderson and the crew here for letting me do the show here every Saturday morning on the Soundgarden stage. Nope, I'm not singing. I'm not singing for you people, but tonight, okay, on the Soundgarden stage, there you go. Head Games, Foreigner. Okay, Head Games. They'll be here tonight at 7 o'clock. I think it's almost sold out. Get your tickets. And just so you know, if you liked or subscribed to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, I posted on Monday, you had a chance of winning 2 tickets. I pulled the winner last night. I will tell you who it is towards the end of the show. 2 free tickets for tonight's show. So watch those little public service announcements during the week. You can win 2 free tickets. Then July 1st weekend, Coach's Corner, July 4th weekend, taking a little break, but they'll come back on July 7th. We'll have Cowboy, the Ultimate Kid Rock tribute band, on Friday, July 7th. Then on July 8th, we'll have the Marsh Tackies, Southern Rock, for one again, a great band. And July 15th, we'll come back with Elton John live. Okay, Elton live. The guy does an unbelievable job. It's the Elton John experience. You love Elton John. Make sure you check it out. I'll put up this one more time at the end of the show. But tonight, right here on the Soundgarden stage, it's not the coach. It's Head Games, a little foreigner music. So check it out. And once again, I have a winner for the free tickets if you subscribe to my channel. Hey, subscribe to my channel, the Karl DeMasi YouTube channel, and you got a chance at winning some great prizes. All right, the show is broken down into 5 quarters. First quarter, talk about local sports, talk about national sports, talk about what's going on in the world of sports. Second quarter, okay, got something special. It's pre-recorded, but this young man has been a Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week 2 or 3 times. He's making a name for himself. He's at Florida State visiting the campus because he is a Florida State commit. He went out to the Elite 11 quarterback camp last weekend, did a heck of a job. So I got a pre-recorded segment, 4 quarters, with the rising senior quarterback at Benedictine Military School, Luke Kromenhoek. Then quarter number 3, okay, I come back about 9:30 with the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week. This young lady won a gold medal at the Georgia High School State Association track meet for a Class 3A in long jump. She's also an excellent sprinter. She does a lot over there at Savannah Christian. It's not just running track and field, but we'll be talking to this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week, rising senior, Jadyn Singleton. Got an announcement when she comes on, too, because you got to check out the Prep Sports Report. Okay, and then quarter number 4, what's going on at Bacon Park? Redoing the greens, summer camps. We'll talk to the professional and a local guy, a local Savannian, the professional golf instructor over at Bacon Park. That's Gordon Gnann. And then I'll wrap the show in quarter number 5. We'll take 3 videos that I found on the internet that were pretty cool, that I thought. We'll talk about them. Then, of course, I'll give you Carl's Corner, my editorial about a topic on sports, and then we'll get out of here. So once again, let's go right in, three steps in the door. We're going to start off, of course, with high school sports, college sports, and then, of course, national sports, okay? But let's start off with high school sports. Go to the prepsportsreport.com. We got a bunch of stories up there. Nathan Dominance chipping in, former Savannah Morning News sports editor, does a great job. Forest City Gun Club was going for their 5th straight state title in the Scholastic Clay Target Program Association, which is nationwide. They lost by 8 birds, or just say 8 points, to a Coney clay sporting team. These two teams have fought back national titles. Okay, I think Forest City Gun Club has won the last 5 national titles. Oconee had won the 2 previous before. So these two clubs go back to back. So check out the story on the Prep Sports Report. They'll be going to the Nationals in 3 weeks. All right. Connor Daniel, Savannah Christian, rising junior, unbelievable clay sports shooter. Just announced this week, has made Team Beretta USA. Beretta is a type of shotgun. From doing all the research, I didn't know this, was developed or produced in Italy. While it's worldwide, they have a top USA team, a bunch of shooters go worldwide and shoot. And Connor Daniel out of Savannah Christian, who was on Savannah Christian's clay sporting team, okay, made the team. He'll be going to England at the end of the week, and then he goes to Finland. Young man doing a great job. Savannah Junior City Amateur Golf has been changed. Supposed to happen at the end of this month. It has been moved to August 26th and August 27th, along with the Savannah City Amateur Championship. Bacon Park, last guest, Gordon Gnann, has been redoing the greens, redoing the whole course. That's why they moved it to the end of August. Savannah football stars. Nolan Smith, Calvary Day School IMG, 2-time national champion with Georgia, drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Jet out of Memorial Day School. Ashley Deering Award winner, phenomenal athlete, Winston Wright, who went from West Virginia to Florida State. They'll be putting on the Pups Day Night Out, or the Pups Day Kickoff free camps on Friday night, July 14th, and Saturday, July 15th. Friday night, July 14th, is for 14 to 17-year-olds. Check it out, okay? And then July 15th, okay, is for 10 to 13-year-olds. Free camp. Each camper will get a free book bag to get ready back to school. Once again, Nolan Smith, okay, Calvary Day School, IMG, Georgia, now Philadelphia Eagle, and now Winston Wright Jr. at a Memorial Day School, who went to West Virginia, is now at Florida State. They'll be putting on that free camp at Daffin Park. All right. 3 Savannah junior golfers made the Georgia Junior Amateur cut. Okay. Savannah Christian's Elliot Oliver, Charlie Miller, also out of Savannah Christian, and Calvary Day School's Braylon Royal. Okay. They were going into the 3rd round. They made the top 50 cut, so congratulations to those 3 young men. And Clayton, okay, I don't want to mess this out. I'm going to say Rushlowski, he carded a 1-over to win the Savannah Junior Golf Associate event on Monday at the Landings Club, Oak Ridge Club at the Landings Club. Pretty impressive, okay? He was joined in the winner's circles by Saja Patel from Richmond Hill in the boys 10 to 12 group, Cole Wigger from Savannah in the boys 13 to 14 group, and Lou Lively from Collins, Georgia in the boys 15 to 18-year-old group. Congratulations. All right, Mary Miller, unbelievable. Okay, back-to-back Georgia Junior Girls Championship winner. She won it last year. She won it this year. She had a comfortable lead this year. Early in June, well, not early in June, but last year, she committed to play at Georgia Southern. But earlier in June, she won the GSGA, the Georgia State Golf Association Women's Match Play, and the Georgia PGA Girls Junior Championship. In May, she was a low medalist at the Georgia High School State Association, and her team, the Savannah Christian Lady Raiders, won the Class 3A title. Last year, they won the Class 2A title. She's one of the hottest golfers in the United States. Can you say Hollis Stacy? Well, we're going to be saying Mary Miller because this girl is making a name for herself. So you got to check out those stories on the prepsportsreport.com. They're all up there. Who says there's no sports in Savannah, Georgia during the summer? Don't forget Savannah High on Monday and Wednesday nights. We got the boys basketball league going. On Tuesday, we got the girls basketball league going at Jenkins. We got a lot of kids playing a lot of traveling basketball, a lot of kids getting offers from college. Just too much to keep up with, okay? All right, step 2, college. Okay? Not much, just that, that college football will start August 1st for Georgia, Georgia Tech, Georgia State, okay? Savannah State Division II school will start 29 days before their first practice. So I think before their first game. So that'll be somewhere in the first or second week of August. All right, so that's all I got for you. August 1st, we'll kick off the big schools, the football bowl series schools, or I would say Division I schools, and Division I AA, which is the football college series. That's Georgia Southern, okay? That'll kick off August 1st because they all play in 0 week. Here we go, 0 week. They don't all play in 0 week, but 0 week starts August 26th here. The big game is, I think, West Virginia and Notre Dame over in England. I'm not exactly sure, but I know Notre Dame kicks off the season over in England, which the Cubs are doing right now with the Cardinals. All right, professional Braves. 48-27, 6.5 games over the Marlins in first place. Took on the red-hot Cincinnati Reds, who were 41-35 and had won 11 straight. Braves had won 8 straight. It was a great game to watch. 11-10. You want to talk about offense? Braves go up 5-1 after the first inning. Reds come back, take a 7-5 lead. Braves come back. They make it close. Reds go up 11-7. In the top of the 8th, the Braves hit 3 consecutive home runs to make it 11-10. Then, of course, at the end of the game, the Braves hit into an ending double play. Eli De La Cruz, only been in the major leagues 15 years for the Cincinnati Reds. Young tyke, 20 years old, hits for the cycle last night for the Reds. It was an amazing game. Check out the highlights. Pretty special. All right, they'll go at it today again at 4 o'clock. The Braves will have Jared Schuster on the hill. The Reds haven't announced who they got because of their pitching rotation. All right, I got to make this quick. Pro golf, Brian Harmon is tied for 10th at 8 under at the Travelers. He finished 43 at 5 over at the U.S. Open last week. Tim O'Neill is at the Dick's Sporting Goods Champions Tour event. He's tied for 14th at 3 under. Gene Sowers hasn't played in a while. Savannah Bananas this weekend in Birmingham, Alabama. They played at Regents Field last night. They walked off the win. They were losing 3-2 going into the bottom of the 9th. 3 state walks, and you know that crazy walk thing in Bananas ball. They scored 2 runs to win 4-3 against the Party Animals. They'll be at the oldest baseball stadium in the United States tonight, which is Rickwood Field. Nobody plays there anymore. It used to be the home of the Birmingham Barons. Region Field is. They'll take on the Party Animals tonight in the oldest. Now, it won't be streamed because the internet there's no internet. Park was built in, I think, 1912. So, but they'll record it, and you'll get to watch it on YouTube. Right now, the Savannah Bananas are 7-1 in June. They're closing the gap on the Party Animals. And tonight is game 47 in their 87-game World Tour bonanza this weekend. Next weekend, they'll be in Indianapolis. They'll play Thursday night and Friday night. Get off on Saturday, and then they travel to Akron to play 2 up in Akron, the Rubber Ducks, Cleveland Indians, Guardians minor league team. Clovers are 1-5-2. Tonight they take on Flower City Union, okay, who is 1-7. So could be the second win for the Clovers tonight, okay, away at Flower City. That's about it. I gave you the Soundgarden stuff. So coming up next, we're going to see what this young man had to say about his trip out to California at the Elite 11 quarterback camp. This is where they bring the 20 top quarterbacks, high school quarterbacks, and they do a competition. You have to, of course, win your region to get there. Well, Luke won the Southeast Regional. He's out there. And what's phenomenal, we got another kid that's ranked in the top 10 quarterbacks in the state of Georgia and in the top 100 in the United States. We're just loaded with talent. I mean, you could see, just go on Twitter, of all these kids getting offers from different schools. Savannah, Georgia, putting themselves on the map. And it's not just private school, it's public schools too. So it's pretty special. You're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Hold it. If you got a comment, put it in the comment box. Let's see who's checking in. Okay, here we go. the number one sports fan of the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, Dennis, the Cavalier Kessler. All right, good morning, Dennis. It's always great. Yeah, you like that new merch? I like that. My son took care of me. Once again, I appreciate you saying we love Savannah sports updates from you. Have a great weekend too, Dennis. And as always, go Cavaliers. All right, checking in. He was on the show last week. He was on the show. What was great being on the show last week? Looking good, Coach. Chad, I tried to call you a couple times. I want to know how your kid did at that lacrosse tournament, buddy. Just checking in. And I see that his birthday passed and you got him a car. Big man there now. Your life's going pretty quick when you're giving your kids cars. But Chad, love you, brother. Thanks for coming on last week. We'll keep on doing those updates about Georgia High School. If you didn't see it, go to my YouTube channel, the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. Click on last week's show and you'll get the update on what's going on in Georgia High School, how they're probably going to go to 6 classifications next year. And then, of course, Bunny around the city. Bunny, where are you? Bunny in the city. All right, he's just unbelievable. She's just unbelievable. She's the mayor of Savannah. If you see her driving around in that nice, I think it's South dealership, Jeep South dealership. That's her. She goes out there and she's out there, public relations for everybody. Bunny does a great job. Hey, Bunny, thanks for checking in. Or as you like to hear me say, forget about it. And, of course, Chad posted he's in Philly. He'll give me a call on Sunday. Okay, I love to check out how his boy Hayes is doing, and Addie, his daughter. Just love watching these kids grow on. So if you have a comment, I don't know where my producer is, Mr. Lawrence Bennett. He hasn't checked in. Well, he's got the grandkids this week, I think. But once again, I'll be back with Luke Kromenhoek talking about his trip out to California in the Elite 11 quarterback camp. I went too far. I'm over. I got to make this quick. Be back in 3 minutes. You're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. All the time. That's Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt, Georgia, because Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for over 20 years running. It's no wonder why. There's always sports, live music in the sound garden, and delicious and abundance of pub food. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick your favorite TV because Coach's is your place to be. Coach's Corner has been Savannah strong since 1991. Is always open for dining service for lunch and dinner. Remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. Join John Henderson and the crew for the best burgers, wings, and now pizza too. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's right. Remember that number, 912-352-2933. So make your next pit stop at Coach's Corner. And as always, make it a night to remember at Coach's. At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School would consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From come get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
You still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style. We are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and Italian.
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room. If you can, At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And good morning, Savannah, and welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here live on the Coach's Corner Sound Garden stage. There it is, the 9 75-inch TVs. When there's a big sporting event, you can check it out right here in Coach's Corner. Soccer, football, basketball, baseball, track and field, fishing, whatever you want to watch. Just ask John Henderson or someone on the crew, and they'll put it up there on the big screen for you. Well, I got to get to this quick because, my next guest is going to be coming on quick. But we have 2 of the top quarterbacks in the state of Georgia ranked by 247 Sports right here. We got Luke Kromenhoek, who comes in at number 8. We got Jake Merklinger, who comes in at number 10. Jake goes to Calvary. Luke goes to Benedictine. And Luke did a phenomenal job with what is called the Elite 11 Quarterback Series. He won the Southeast Regional. He went out to California. Okay, he finished 3rd out of the 20 quarterbacks were there. Phenomenal. And some of the things that the 247 staff had to say about him, first time seeing Luke, and I'll tell you, the man has a ceiling. I think, he as high as anybody, and he checks all the boxes as being a quarterback. And they keep on saying that he's never been a quarterback. He's been a quarterback. Middle school, Blessed Sacrament. Who was his wide receiver? Zaquan Bryan. I mean, the kid's been a quarterback his whole life. It just so happened when he got to Benedictine, Holden Gurner, who is another Elite 11 quarterback, was there before him. So he had to wait his turn. He played wide receiver. He played linebacker. Yes, we know his brother and his father are all defensive players, but this kid can play quarterback. This kid's the real deal. He's got to take the linebacker mentality out of himself when he wants to run people over. But I started a new segment called 4 Quarters. That's where I interview, whether it be a high school student, a middle school student, a coach, a professional from Savannah. 4 quick questions, 4 quarters, and find out what's going on in their world. And here's my first 4 quarters with Luke Kromenhoek of Benedictine. Oh, the reason why this is pre-recorded, he's in Florida. He's in Florida at, in Tallahassee on a visit at Florida State. National quarterback camp has been going on since 1999. Luke came into it as the 10th ranked quarterback in the country. What's up, sport fans, and welcome to the Savannah Sports Minute 4 Quarters interview with the coach, Karl DeMasi, brought to you by the Karl DeMasi Sports Report and the Prep Sports Report. This new concept is to interview a sports professional, an athlete, or coach with 4 straight-up questions. First interview is with Benedictine Military School rising senior and Florida State commit Luke Kromenhoek, who just finished as a top 3 quarterback at the Elite 11 National Football Camp. The Elite 11 National Quarterback Camp has been going on since 1999. Luke came into it as the 10th ranked quarterback in the country by different sources. But you know what? Proved himself out there in LA by finishing in the top 3 of the Elite 11 football camp. So they went out there, they did a lot of skills, 3 days competition, and let's wrap it up because we did a story on him. So let's do the follow-up. So the concept is we're going to go 4 quarters or 4 questions. And Luke's going to break down his experiences, what he did out there. So it's going to be pretty interesting to find out. All right, Luke, first quarter. What were you anticipating going out to LA and going to this Elite 11 football camp?
Yes, sir. I was anticipating, going out there and working hard and just kind of, going out there with some of the best quarterback coaches and quarterbacks in the world and kind of just improve my game and working hard and trying to perfect my craft.
All right, second quarter. I mean, it was a 3-day program. First day, I think you were ranked, first or second up in there? Second day, you dropped a little. Third day, you picked it back up, finished number 3. Give us the 3-day program. Tell us what it was all about. What was first day like? I think the second day was like a pro day, and the third day was 7-on-7.
Yes, sir. So first day was pretty much it was check-in day. We came in, they gave us some gear. We took some photos, arrival photos, talked to some media, some of the top 247 guys, And then it was kind of just go time, and we got on our gear that they gave us, which was unbelievable. And then we went out there and they put us through a bunch of intense drills, footwork and throwing on the run and all that good stuff. And then to finish up the day, they had us do a rail shot drill, which is pretty much a whole shot in the cover 2 defense on the sideline. You got to put it 2 yards on the dude, and you can't really miss it. If you miss, you're out of the drill. And day 1 was unbelievable. And then day 2, we woke up at 6, hit hot yoga in a 110-degree room. It was a great experience. We came back to the hotel, hopped in an ice bath with all the guys. It was kind of just a team bonding thing. And then we had probably 4 hours of meetings, just learning coverages and going over all that good stuff. And then it was day 2, and we got out there, and it was pro day time, and it's 20 throws, and it's about 2.5 minutes of throwing, and that's pretty much what you're graded off of. And then day 3, we woke up early, had our last meeting, and then we headed out to the field, and it consisted of an accuracy challenge, which is about 18 throws with 5 different targets all around the field, and on the run you got to hit it, and they scored off of that and rank you off of that. And then to finish it up, it was a 7-on-7. And you pretty much had 15 minutes to get the ball in the end zone as many times as you could.
All right. So, and then, as we come into the third quarter, the third question, you had the top 20 quarterbacks from the Elite 11 camps all over the country. Okay. April 2nd, you were one of the top campers in the Southeast. That got you the invite out there. Tell us what it was like playing with guys that are at the same level at you that, that make it a little more intense for you. What was it like with the competition? Anybody really stand out besides you?
Yes, sir. Everyone out there was out there for a reason. They can throw the football. They're athletic. They're great quarterbacks in their high school career. But really, every dude out there was an unbelievable person off the field when it didn't come to quarterback stuff. They were all just great dudes, and it was kind of a brotherhood. And there were a couple of dudes that stood out to me. The Jadyn Singleton kid, the Alabama commit, he was a special cat. He could pretty much put that ball on you wherever you wanted. And then I also made some really great friendships. The CJ Carr kid from the Notre Dame commit, he was an unbelievable dude. Zach Wilson's little brother, Isaac Wilson, was out there. He's an awesome kid. And, there was just a ton of dudes out there that, and they pushed my game. And every day it was intense competition, and it really just made me a better quarterback.
All right, fourth quarter. All right, last quarter. Break down the whole experience for the fans, and how will this experience help you going into your senior year at Benedictine?
Yes, sir. The experience overall was unbelievable. It was a dream come true. I've always dreamt about doing that. It's been on the quarterback bucket list for pretty much everybody. And to be able to go out there and compete in it was a dream come true. And they taught us a lot of things from coverages to footwork to breathing exercises and all that good stuff. So I definitely feel I can use that here in my game at BC. Hopefully it will translate to the field and help me become a better player, and that's really the plan.
All right. Any scouts out there? That was another thing I wanted to ask you. Any scouts out there? People, college coaches?
The college coaches weren't allowed out there, but there's probably over 1,000 media people with their cameras pointed at you the entire time. So it was definitely a cool experience. Somebody was always watching me, and always had a camera on you. So you really had to, make sure you're doing the right thing and working hard every time. So overall, I thought it was a great experience.
And finishing in the top 3, did you expect that?
I didn't expect that, but my goal wasn't out there to go in. Obviously I wanted to go out there and win it like everybody does, but I wasn't really focused on the ranking. It was more about just going out there and getting to learn from the best and just trying to improve my game. But to finish in the top 3 was a great surprise, and I'm super thankful.
And there you go. 4 quarters with Luke Kromenhoek, rising senior here at Benedictine Military College, Military School. Military College. I've already got you in college already. Florida State commit, great job. Savannah watched closely, and you made everybody proud.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Just a great kid. Just to see the excitement and hear about the excitement, what he did out there and how it's going to make a better quarterback for next year. He made Savannah proud. He finished in the top 3. He was the top 3, even though 247 Sports thinks he should have been number 2. But, it's all rankings, and, we got two of the best quarterbacks here in the state, two of the best quarterbacks here in the country, and Luke Kromenhoek, and of course, Calvary Day School's Jake Merklinger. It's going to be pretty special to watch this year's football season. Well, next up, the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week. This young lady has been doing so much on the track and field, at track and field meets, long jump, 100-meter sprints, you name it, she does it. But she came home with a gold medal back there in May at the Georgia High School State Association Class 3 championships. And, you know, these kids, after the state championships, they're all over the place. So she's got a free time to come in here and talk to us about that experience. Up next from Savannah Christian, rising senior, Jadyn Singleton. Be back in 3 minutes. Stay tuned. It's going to be a great interview. She's not just a track and field athlete, too. All the time. That's Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt, Georgia, because Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for over 20 years running. It's no wonder why. There's always sports, live music in the sound garden, and delicious and abundance of pub food. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick your favorite TV, because Coach's is your place to be. Coach's Corner has been Savannah strong since 1991 and is always open for dining service for lunch and dinner. Remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. Join John Henderson and the crew for the best burgers, wings, and now pizza too. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's right, remember that number, 912-352-2933. So make your next pit stop at Coach's Corner. And as always, make it a night to remember at Coach's. At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School will consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From come get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
You still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style. We are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and Italian.
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room, if you can. At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here live on the Sound Garden stage, of course, at Coach's Corner. Can that logo tell you where I'm at? 3016 Victory Drive right here in Thunderbolt, Georgia. Hey, it's fun every Saturday morning doing the show, talking local sports, talking national sports. But what a great privilege it is and an honor to talk to the kids that have done something special. You just saw, if you were watching the interview of Luke Kromenhoek, what he did out there in California at the Elite 11 camp. Well, this next young athlete is our Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week. I mean, she won the state in the triple jump in 3A, okay? So let's get to it. She won a gold medal in the girls' long jump with a leap of 18 feet, 4.75 inches, and She was sixth in the 100 meters, but I heard that she couldn't finish it because she had to go somewhere else. We'll get to that. All right. She finished seventh in the 200 meters while running a leg on the Raiders 4x100 relay team that finished fifth. She won at sectionals. Okay. She won the 100 meters. Okay. That's triple class 3A, 12.41. She won the long jump, 18.75, but she did her, I think, her personal best was at the National Wingfoot track meet the week before, the week after in Atlanta. Her best time this year in 100 is 12.25, which ranked fifth in class 3A in the state. So, I mean, I can go on and on and on. And I got a little quote from her coach, D.D. Coulter at Savannah Christian. Jadyn's a very hard worker. She's determined to get faster and jump further. She is a joy to coach. And DD's been doing this a long time. She had some great track athletes and cross-country athletes at Savannah Christian Prep. Joining us now on the Coach's Corner hot seat, this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic's Athlete of the Week rising senior from Savannah Christian, Jadyn Singleton. Hey, Jadyn, how's it going?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. It's a Saturday morning talking to great kids like you. And once again, congratulations, winning state and all the success that you've had so far in track and field. But there's other things you do too.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
So now, you're quick, you're powerful, because when you do long jump, you got to be quick and powerful. I mean, so when did you start getting involved in track and field? And what makes you want to be a long jumper and a sprinter?
So I started track and field in 6th grade in middle school. Eddie Wilson, I don't know if you know of him, but he works at
I know Eddie Wilson.
Okay, yes. And he called my mom and just begged for me to join, and mom finally gave in. She was like, sure, go ahead. So I just started there, and at first I was just doing like the running, and then they needed somebody to do the long jump. And I have really long legs, and in middle school, it's not as serious. So they were like, sure, Jadyn, you can just do it. And I was like, okay. So I started doing it, and then I enjoyed it a lot. So I did it the next year after that, and then it was COVID. And then freshman year came, and I kept jumping. I was like, maybe I have a chance of getting better at this and possibly winning state. So that's really how it all started. So, yeah.
Now, you do so many different events. So what do you like most about being a track athlete?
I like how you can have a team, and it's a team sport, but also have like individual parts of it as well. It's a very 50-50, because at the end of the day, you need your teammates there to cheer you on and just support you and be there. But at the same time, it's all on you, So the hard work definitely pays off. And I also like just seeing everybody else's talents too, individually rather than just being a whole team. So, yeah.
Okay. So, you do all these different events. If I had asked Coach DD, or in your mind, what do you think is your best event?
Long jump, for sure.
You like flying through the air and getting as far as you can, eh?
Yes, sir.
So, all right. So you have long jump. You have 100 meters. You have 200 meters. What's the routine that makes you a better track athlete in all these different events?
I would definitely say training. I didn't really start training until like the summer after freshman year-ish. And it helped me. I mean, we had school training, but also if you want to get better, you have to put in the extra work. So I started training with kinetic leaping the freshman year of my summer, and it just changed me helped me so much. Just learning how to recover my body in between each event and learning how to do everything technically right really did help me.
So it's not just get on the track and run and just run down that straightaway and go as far as you can, right?
No, sir, not at all.
All right. So last year you won a bronze medal, which is third place in the long jump, and fifth in the 100 and 200. Okay. What were your goals this year coming into this year's track season?
I just wanted to win long jump and be just PR and do the best that I could. Just keep pushing and having more goals to keep passing. Last year, my goal was just to make podium. And then this year I was like, let's get higher than what I was last year. So that was my goal.
Now, we all know that track has a bunch of individual events, unless you're doing the relay teams. And Coach Dee Dee Coulter is, a phenomenal coach in person. Does she have you guys make individual goals or team goals?
Both.
Both.
So, I don't know if you know her husband, Dale.
Yep.
But so he sat all the field events down, and he showed me all the way from my 8th grade year, all my 100 times, all my 200 times, all my long jump times, all the way to junior year. So that's a lot. And he was just like, let's make some goals for this year. And so we did that. We had them on paper, and we succeeded those goals. But Dee Dee also does. We always are like, let's try to do better than we did last year. So it's both individual and team, I would say.
Well, Savannah Christian is one of the best track programs here in Savannah, Georgia, in the state. And you guys do a phenomenal job. And we all know I had Jamari McIvory on a couple of weeks ago. He found time in his schedule to come on. And besides Jamari, give a shout out to some of your other track and field teammates that you think have done something great this year or special or just improved.
Let's see. Shiv Patel. He's a great guy. He's PR'd in the high jump. He also does the 100. We have Maggie Bird. She did the high jump. She finished 2nd this year at state. We, in our boys 4x4 team, I'm going to give them a shout out. They were not even supposed to make it to the finals, and they ended up placing 4th or 5th at state.
Nice.
So that was Jaden Ward, Gary Scott, Whit Hayes, and Jamari McIvory. So big shout out to them. They did amazing this season. So yeah.
So it's a team effort over there at Savannah Christian. All right, if you're just tuning in, you're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here live on the Coach's Corner Sports Network on the Soundgarden stage. I'm at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete Week with rising senior Jadyn Singleton, state champion in the Class 3A long jump and in the top 8 in a couple other events. But, she's up and rising, phenomenal track athlete. All right, so we talk about athletes and how they have superstitions, okay? This is a fun question. Any certain food, music, ritual, stretching routine that you go through?
Actually, all 3 of those. I have a lucky pair of socks that I will wear no matter how long it is. I will literally wash them in the bathtub if I have to make sure that they're clean. I do have a certain stretching routine I do every single time just to make sure that I'm loose and ready. Food, I usually like eating a bagel. I don't know why. Bagel with cream cheese. And then for music, I listen to worship music, and then usually just a playlist on my.
Yeah, every athlete has a routine, and you got a couple of routines there. I'm glad that you say you wash those socks, because you talk to some of baseball players or football players, they don't even wash them. They just put them on the next day. So that's another story that we could talk about. So, all right. So what did it mean winning the region and the state title mean to you this year?
It meant a lot, just to see how my hard work paid off. It did mean a lot, just showing that track season's a long season, and once you get towards the end, you're like, okay, when's state gonna happen? And just being able to be so successful at those events, it kind of just gives you more motivation to keep pushing on for the next event. So,
and successful gold medal in the high jump. When did you know you were going to win the high jump event?
I don't do high jump, but long jump.
Sorry, my fault.
You're good. I wish I did.
I always make a mistake during the show. So yes, it's long jump, not high jump.
Yes, sir. I think so. Let's see. We had 4 jumps, and then we had to re-jump again. So we were in our re-jump, but they take all 8 jumps. There's 2 flights. The top 8, I believe, from each of those flights would go on to the finals. So I was first after the first and second flights. And then we went to finals, and I jumped 18.4, which wasn't my best, but it was still amazing. And then I think it was the second jump in the finals, a girl jumped 18.1. And I was like, oh, my gosh, like I'm about to have to pull it, rip, like on the last jump, I'm going to have to go like crazy. But I think after the third or fourth, I knew that I was going to win. I just
and people don't understand in the long jump, you got to make sure all your body parts are going forward, because if you put your hands back and it's behind where your rear end is, you go where your hands are at, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you got to remember to do that. I know from teaching that when I was a track coach, or called myself a track coach. Okay. All right. Tell us about Coach DD as a coach in person, and her husband too.
I love both of them. They're great people. They are just so positive, and if you need help on anything, track, life, anything at all, they're always there to support you. I know for Nike Nationals, they both texted me. They were like, keep us updated. They're just, no matter what the sport is or what you're doing in life, they're just always there to support you and wish the best for you. I love them so much. They're amazing people, great people.
And talk about sports, other sports. Tell people the other sports you participate in.
Okay, so I also do all-star cheerleading for Savannah Sharks, and then I do competition cheer, sideline cheer, and game day cheer for Savannah Christian. So, yeah.
Oh, so you also have another little ring from Savannah Christian competition cheer.
I do. 2 state rings in 1 year. It was a great year.
Now, were you at the Coaches for Curing Cancer 5K when all the girls showed up? And
Yes, sir.
I really do appreciate that, because it means so much, and we raised a good amount of money. And I'm telling you right now, the runners had so many compliments about you guys standing there when they took off, when they came back. So it's not just out there just going to the games or going to the competitions. Now, which one do you like better though? Do you like the track and field, or do you like the competition cheer or cheerleading?
It's 50-50. Both of them have pros and cons. I get asked that a lot. Which one am I going to do in college, and which one do I like better? And it's so hard to choose. It's up in the air. It's so hard. It's really is.
That's a great answer, because when I ask some of the other athletes, they say whatever sports in season. So, your heart's right there in both of them, which is pretty cool. All right. So outside of athletics, outside of cheerleading, track and field, do you participate in other extracurricular activities at Savannah Christian?
I am in a couple of clubs that I do, and I also do some charitable events like The Cure and LLS, and then Margie's Army Foundation. So I help volunteer for those, and then I'm in a couple of clubs as Savannah Christian.
How do you find time to do your schoolwork?
It's hard, but
time management, that's what it comes down to. And of course, you've been successful in the classroom and on the track and field coaches, but you have to have family support. Tell us how much your family means to your success so far.
So much. So I'm the only child. So a lot of attention. I'm so grateful and thankful for my parents. They do anything and everything they can to provide the life that I have. And they'll fly me all the way they'll take me all the way to Oregon just to see my goals come true. So it's a big deal. From Oregon to Texas. I've been everywhere for cheer, and now Oregon for track, but they'll take me anywhere. 6 a.m, take me to training. Anything that I need to do, they will make sure that happens. So,
all right. So I should have put this down. Okay. Parents taking you all over the place, going out to Oregon. Okay. So you went to the States, won the championship. Then you go to the Wingfoot competition. Then you fly out to Oregon. What was like that, going out there and being in Nike, which is, a big time shoe supplier, and they do everything for the University of Oregon. So tell us what that experience was like.
They call Oregon Tracktown USA, and I was just like, people were telling me here in Savannah that it's like the best track you'll ever see. Your whole perspective will change when you see it. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have an open mind. And as soon, you don't even have to be on the track, just the town is, everything in the town is track. And we still hadn't seen the track until the day after, actually the day we got there. And I literally, because I didn't look at any photos, I just wanted to see it for myself, and I couldn't stop smiling. That place is just insane. There's no other track like it. So much money was invested into that, and you can tell it was amazing.
Well, you did a good job out there. And one of the best pictures I just posted on Twitter, and I posted on the Prep Sports Report about you at Oregon. Great picture. You fully extended going in that long jump. It was really great.
So I've grown up there. It's a really good place to prepare you for life in general. I'm sad for next year, but I'm also excited just to be able to do everything that the seniors get to do. And I'm excited to hopefully get back-to-back in both of my sports. So we've already started practicing for cheer, and I'm about to start training again for track, so we'll see.
All right. So plans, college, and people ask you, do you want to continue track and field or cheerleading in college? What's your plans? I mean, you got another year to go, but what's your plans for college in the future?
I'm honestly just seeing what God brings me in these next year or so. It's still up in the air. I'm so indecisive, and I'm still thinking about it every single day. I'm really unsure right now.
All right. So we just asked you about track. Any kind of career that might be interesting you? You know, working with kids, doctor or lawyer, and anything like that?
I would like to go to college and major in biology, and then go to med school and become a radiologist or anesthesiologist. So.
Nice. Because, you know, a lot of freshmen don't know what they want to do when they get to college. So anyway, but Jadyn, congratulations, winning the state championship and going to the wing foot competition out to Oregon Internationals. You've done a great job. And once again, thank you for coming to my race. You guys did a good job out there. But once again, look forward to see what your season year's like. And I had a son that went to Savannah Christian, and I know the saying is, once a Raider, always a Raider.
Yes, sir.
So keep it up. I'll talk to you during the football season, and I can't wait to see what you do next year on the track and field.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, by the way, your story will be posted today on the Prep Sports Report. Nathan Dominance did a story on Jadyn highlighting her career this year and what she's done. So about 12 o'clock, I'll be posting that. So check it out. And if you want to find out more about Jadyn Singleton, just go to prepsportsreport.com. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
Don't go jumping in sand or anywhere, okay?
Okay.
All right, bye. Just an unbelievable athlete. She loves what she's doing, and she does a great job. I mean, gold medalist, Georgia High School State 3A long jump, not high jump, long jump. That's where they're jumping in the sand, okay? Not over the pole, okay? Or the bar, as they call it. So pretty special young lady right there. And I'm telling you right now, she came out with the girls from Savannah Christian at the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, Coaches for Curing 5K run. And, I mean, the people loved it. They cheered them when they left. They cheered them when they came back. And they stayed to the end. So appreciate what they've done. All right. Check out the story today about 12 o'clock. It'll be posted about Jadyn Singleton, written by the man himself, Nathan Dominance. Next up, what's going on at Bacon Park? They moved the Junior City Am to the end of August. They got camps going on. They got greens being refurbished. We'll be back in 3 minutes with the man himself, the pro golf expert over there at Bacon Park, also young man from Savannah, Georgia, Gordon Gnann. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Stay tuned. You're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Wrong buttons all the time. That's Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt, Georgia, because Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for over 20 years running. It's no wonder why. There's always sports, live music in the sound garden, and delicious and abundance of pub food. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick your favorite TV, because Coach's is your place to be. Coach's Corner has been Savannah strong since 1991 and is always open for dining service for lunch and dinner. Remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. Join John Henderson and the crew for the best burgers, wings, and now pizza too. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's right, remember that number, 912-352-2933. So make your next pit stop at Coach's Corner. And as always, make it a night to remember at Coach's. At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School, we consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, it comes in uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From cutting and equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
You still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style. We are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can. At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And remember, share that Coach's Corner Sports Network experience. You'll love it. Every Saturday morning, every Wednesday night on the internet podcast, Rubbin' and Grubbin', live show on Wednesday nights, the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. And, of course, Who's on First Base Baseball podcast with the coach and Kyle Lawson, the baseball fanatic. And don't forget, once a year, right up this man's alley. We got the 19th hole with the Herb brothers, talking all things Masters in the first week of April. So, once again, a lot of fun talking golf. And why not talk golf? I mean, we talk about all these golf courses that have been around. The only golf course I get to play when my knees are healthy is Bacon Park, the Muni. I mean, I love going out there. It's the local public course, and it's a lot of fun. But what's going on over there? They got so many things going on, you wouldn't believe it. Camps, refurbishing greens, people coming in and out of there, and you name it, they got it. Well, my next guest is the head professional since the head golf professional since 2018, local kid from Windsor Forest High School. He's certified. I mean, he's been involved in, I think, the Professional Golfers Association for at least 15 years. So he's got a lot of certifications, but you know what? He knows what's going on at Bacon Park. Joining me now on the Coach Corner hot seat, the head golf professional at Bacon Park, local Savannian, Gordon Gnann. What's up, Gordon?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's Saturday morning. I'm talking all things local here in Savannah, Georgia. And why not talk about the Muni, as O.C. Welch loves to call it, in the Muni Municipal Golf Course. And you got a lot of things going on there. But once again, thank you for finding the time. I know you had to get your crew straight before you could do this, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
Hey, I got my merch. Well, let me see. There it is. You got your merch on. Tell everybody about those fantastic hats.
That's right. Yeah. No, we just got these in a few weeks ago. I've seen these hats before with the big letters across them, and they just look cool. And I thought, just having one with bacon across it would be a great idea. Not sure how they would be received, but they've been flying off the shelf, so everybody loves them. Absolutely. Yeah. $24.99. Come and get you one.
Nice. And you know what? Kids love bacon. Everybody loves bacon. So whether it's Bacon Park or eating bacon, you name it. So, but anyway, hey, I don't know if you know this. How did the course get called Bacon Park?
That's a great question, and one I don't have a good answer for. I want to say that the folks that owned the property before, I guess, the city purchased it, maybe their last name was Bacon. I think I've heard that. Don't quote me on that one. But it's to me, so that's what I'm sticking with.
Sorry to put you on the spot there, but I've always wondered why it was called Bacon Park. But anyway, might have been the Bacon's farm. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah, who knows? So, all right. So you got a lot of things going on over there. You got a lot of refurbishing of the greens. Let's start off with the Junior City Golf Amateur, the Savannah
city junior golf amateur. Usually the end of June, you guys are pushing it back to August with the city amateur. So tell us about what's going on as far as getting that place looking great. I mean, it looks unbelievable from the pictures I've been seeing.
Yeah, so our fairways, our tee boxes, and everything are as good. I've been here almost 5.5 years now, and that part of the golf course is as good as it's been since I've been here. And we've had some things going on with our greens, but Mr. Welch has stepped up in a huge way this past month, and we've done a lot of work, including residing 3 of our greens. We just put them down a week ago. We are hoping by maybe the second weekend of July that we will be on those greens. The grass looks great. Everything is working to plan. We actually had a lot of rain this week, which is great for business, but it was perfect for lay inside. So I think we timed that really well. And yeah, we're really excited about things and just the facility and the grass and everything here at Baker Park.
Yeah, I know. I've seen the pictures. It's unbelievable. And, the city amateur and the junior amateur are going to go at the same time. How's that going to work out?
Yeah, so that was one of the things, normally we have both amateur events at the end of June, which will be in a couple of weeks. So right now we do have a couple of temporary greens, and we just don't want a competition at that level to be played on temporary greens. I don't think anybody wanted that. So we made a decision. We talked to a lot of people, a lot of folks, like yourself, Elmo Weeks, people that are very involved in the junior competitions, not just here in Savannah, Georgia, but all around Southeast region. And we came up with the dates that would work for most everybody. You obviously, we're going to leave somebody out, but that weekend in August, I know the kids are back in school, but it is on the weekend, and it just seemed like the best option for us to get it done then.
All right, and people don't realize that besides going there and playing golf, you have a lot of offerings for kids, after school programs, summer camps. How has that been going?
Yeah, so our after school programs, they actually just ended in May. So they kind of run from September to May, pretty much during the months that the school year's in. And then over the summer, we have 4 junior camps. We've already done 2. We've got 2 more. We've got one July 10th through the 13th, and the last one is July 31st through August 3rd. And so those are 4 days, Monday through Thursday, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. They're $200 per kid. If the kid has a sibling, that's an extra $100. And we have a lot of fun during the week. We safety's number 1, fun's number 2, and then golf, being number 3. But it's great. The kids are all together having a good time and really enjoying and learning the game, and having fun with it, which is, like I said, that's our number 1 thing. I don't want to teach them how to hit a flop shot off a tight lie at age 7.
Yeah.
Club and have a good time. Just be on the golf course, see the wildlife, nature, all the beautiful things about golf, not just golf itself.
Yeah, I mean, it's something special. Now, parents ask, well, what can they do at after-school programs at Bacon Park Golf Course? What do you guys do in the after-school programs?
So when we do the after-school programs, again, it's a group event. So we do that for an hour and a half after school. We get kids together, and we do a little bit of everything. We'll have days where we putt. We have days where we chip. We're on the range. We get on the golf course, and it's actually a really good opportunity for all those kids to get on the golf course, because we try to do that as much as possible. I think that's the best place to learn the game. I mean, you can hit range balls for days, and that's fun, but learning how to play the game itself, getting on the golf course, talking about the rules, the tee box, the green, what to do, where, and the camaraderie, being able to interact with other kids. It's all good stuff.
All right, well, I'm going to throw a curveball at you here. You being the golfer your whole life, the Phoenix Waste Management Open versus our typical golf tournaments. I mean, that's pretty exciting what they do there at the golf tournament. You think that'll ever happen to other golf tournaments here in the United States?
Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about hole 16. Where they go nuts. I think they have tried to duplicate that in some other events. I can't think of the names of them off the top of my head. And I know, of course, with the Live Golf Tour, to do some things, have some interesting ideas to make the game more exciting. I love golf just as much as anybody else, but golf can be a little slow at times,
Yeah.
So anything that we can do to create more excitement for the normal fan, not the crazy fanatic like we are, but just somebody that's kind of a novice fan. Anything that can make it more exciting and bring new people to the game is absolutely a good thing.
Yeah, that's one thing. It's a good point that you brought up. Golf can be kind of slow, but it's kind of slow. But if you're a golfer, you got to expect when you go on a golf course and you're going to play 18 holes, there's going to be people in front of you that are not as good as you. And it just gets me that people get annoyed, frustrated because the foursome in front of him is playing so slow. But if you don't have that mentality going out there, you're not going to play in 2.5, 3 hours. If I mean, you've seen this your whole life. How do you handle that when people get so upset with people in front of them?
The biggest thing is you just kind of go out and talk to them, and you're just nice and calm with them, and your tone's nice and low, and if you're relaxed and talking to those folks, a lot of those people will return the favor. They'll mirror your tone and your energy, and that's all you can do. It's just like, hey man, we're out here, we're going to play in 4 hours, and that's what it's going to be, and it's going to be okay, and that's all you can really do. I mean. It was funny. I talked to a couple, this is years ago, from Germany, and they mentioned to me that in Germany, and I'm sure other countries are like this maybe, that before people are allowed on the golf course, that they have to actually take a class or a series of classes where they have to learn etiquette, rules, and they have to get certified and get a card before they are allowed to go on the golf course. I don't think that's anything we'd ever implement here in the United States, even though I think it's a fantastic idea. And I do believe if we could find some way to implement some kind of program to where it'd be optional, obviously, here in the United States, but for people to be able to learn that stuff and have maybe a better understanding and appreciation for how to be on the golf course. I think, especially with, the pandemic in 2020, we got a lot of new people to the golf course that weren't quite sure about how it worked. And maybe they saw it on TV, maybe their buddies invited them, but they weren't quite sure how to be there, right? So anything that we can do, any programs we can come up with to get that information out and make it more available for people and get people excited about actually learning how to be, not just being there, but how to be there, I think will help with all that pace of play and fixing your ball marks and replacing your divots and raking bunkers and all those things.
Yeah. And I guess that's what's taught in those camps because, if you start them out early enough, they'll understand that, take your time. You're out there to have fun, replace your divot, fix the sand. I mean, that's what people need to understand. And I'm telling you, that concept in Germany is pretty cool. I wish people would do that more often here because, I'm not a golfer. Okay. I'm a hacker. It goes left, it goes right. I'm in the woods looking for my ball most of the time. I'm not doing this stuff on purpose. I mean, I'm out there to enjoy it. And I wish other people would understand that. And, okay, get off my soapbox. Okay. If you're just tuning in, it's the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Soundgarden stage at Coach's Corner. It's part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. I'm talking to the head golf professional at Bacon Park, Gordon Gnann. And I do apologize because you guys send out that new newsletter every week, and I love reading it. You do also have a women's association out there, don't you?
We do. We sure do. Yeah, right. They play every Thursday.
So, I mean, if you're a female and you want to get involved and you want to be part of the Bacon Park Lady Golf Association, hop right on it. And anything else? I noticed, though, you also are talking about the driving range staying open later with the lights. Eh? How late do you guys stay open?
Yeah, so we're open. The lights are on until 8:30 every evening. And to be honest with you, this time of year, God's lights on up, right? So they don't come into play as much this time of year. But when you get into the fall and the winter times and when the daylight's a little shorter, those lights will be there. So for folks that want to come out after work and still be able to hit balls and see, it is absolutely available.
Anything else you want to tell the public about how they can get more information about Bacon Park and what they need to do to get all this stuff?
Yeah, go to the website, baconparkgolf.com, or you can call the shop, 354-2625. Talk to me, talk to Fred, or any one of our shop assistants, and every one of us can help you.
Well, Gordon, I appreciate you. Now you guys are supporting our youth golf with the Prep Sports Report. I really do appreciate that. And, O.C. Welch is a local guy. And, when he does that commercial and rattles off all those names of people that played at your place, it's something special. So we got to do a special on that. All the famous people or all the local people that are pretty good golfers that have played there.
Oh, OC would love it. Absolutely.
All right, Gordon, it's a little cloudy, but there's a lot of blue skies. Hopefully you get a lot of people out there today.
Yes, sir.
And remember, when you go play golf, expect to take your time. Always a pleasure, Gordon. Thanks for doing what you're doing with those camps and those kids. It's a lot of fun.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'll be out there for the city amateur and the junior amateur. It's always a lot of fun getting pictures of those guys. I got to remember though, I got to stay back because they don't like the click of the camera.
That's right.
I'm old school. I don't use my phone.
Right.
Talk to you later. And once again, get your Bacon Park merch right there. Bacon Park hat, Bacon Park shirt, you name it, they got it out there. Go check it out.
All right. Thank you.
You got it, Gordon. Thanks.
All right.
I mean, local guy, grew up here in Savannah, Georgia, still in Savannah, Georgia. The head golf professional at Bacon Park. He loves what he's doing. And I'm telling you, watching those kids at those camps and watching the city amateur and the junior amateur going out there for the high school city tournaments, it's Savannah. Bacon Park is Savannah. And, people got to realize that when you go out to play, it's going to take a little time. So just remember that. All right, next up. Going to wrap this up. Once again, I got to thank Bacon Park Golf Course for supporting the Prep Sports Report with all the youth golf news we got coming on and them joining in to get us more news out there. Hey, if you got a golf story about a youth that has been doing something special, send it to me. Okay, here you go. Let me get to my banners page here. Right here. I'm going to give it to you. It's 24/7. I mean, they do something special. 912-507-9158. Text me. Or email me at kdemasi@prepsportsreport.com. We want to get the news about these kids going out there because there's so much going on during the summer. And, we got the Savannah Junior Golf Tournament. We got First Tee, you name it. They're all over the place. They live at Bacon Park. Send me their news. I want to get it out there. And then, if you want to check out the website with all the golf news, just go to prepsportsreport.com. I got it all right there. All right, next up, I'm going to get 3 steps out the door. I'm going to announce who won the tickets for tonight's Foreigner Tribute Band contest. If you subscribe to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report over the week, you're eligible to do it. Once again, it's going to be a lot of fun here tonight. It's going to be packed house Foreigner. Head games, always packed here at Coach's Corner. All right, I'm bumbling and stumbling. Let me get out of here. Let me thank the sponsors, and we'll be back in 3 minutes to wrap this baby up. Once again, you're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. All the time. That's Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt, Georgia. Because Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for over 20 years running. It's no wonder why. There's always sports, live music in the Sound Garden, and delicious and abundance of pub food. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick your favorite TV because Coach's is your place to be. Coach's Corner has been Savannah strong since 1991 and is always open for dining service for lunch and dinner. Remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. Join John Henderson and the crew for the best burgers, wings, and now pizza too. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's right, remember that number, 912-352-2933. So make your next pit stop at Coach's Corner. And as always, make it a night to remember at Coach's. At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision. Faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School would consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, it comes in uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From come get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
You still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style. We are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and Italian.
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room, if you can. At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And once again, welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, heard every Saturday morning right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network and 99% of the time on the Coach's Corner Soundgarden stage. Like I said, tonight's a big night. We got head games, foreigners coming in, and had a lot of friends, family members and friends from New York subscribe to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report YouTube channel. Over, I think, 26, 27 people. I had about 8 people from Savannah, Georgia, subscribe, which is kind of special. And I picked the winner, and the winner is Wendy Haley, good friend of mine. She subscribed to my channel. Wendy Haley will be getting 2 tickets to watch Foreigner tonight right here in the Soundgarden stage. And the producer, Lawrence Bennett, you're checking it out. I know you're in the background, and I didn't see you comment till after I got Gordon out of here. But once again, I appreciate it. Kevin Brown checking in, downtown athletic director, administrator for the Savannah County Board of Education. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. His 2 kids are doing great. His son, Casey, is the manager of the Lexington Blowfish in the Coastal Plain League, and his daughter's in Bradenton playing in the college women's softball fast pitch league. So pretty special. So thanks again, Kevin, for checking in. And Lawrence, yes, I apologize. Too late. But if you had a question for Gordon, I would have said it. I would have told you to do it, but I wasn't paying attention. So maybe he did meet Trevor Lawrence at Bacon Park when he came in. We'll find out about that. So once again, it's great to be here. Well, this is where I take 3 steps out the door, where I take 3 videos that I've seen over the course of the week that have stood out to me. And once again, I got 4 this week. Okay, first of all, don't speak before the game is over. Don't open your big mouth until the game is over. Okay, that's part of my editorial. But I'm going to go right here to this video. Wake Forest starting pitcher, I don't know the kid's name, bragging about there's no way that LSU is going to beat them in the College World Series semifinals. Well, what happened? LSU beat Wake Forest. Here, check this out. Pretty cool. Don't open your mouth before the game has ended.
Can beat us. You know, it seems, pretty much impossible.
And he hung one. Did he get it? Did he get it? Yes, he did. Tommy Tanks walks it off.
Tommy Tanks walks it off for LSU. Wake Forest pitcher saying, oh, there's nobody going to beat us. We're the number 1 team in the country. Well, buddy, now you're home watching the College World Series that starts today between 2 SEC top-notch, I guess, overall great baseball programs here in the world. LSU taking on Florida for the national championship out there in Omaha. Sorry, Wake Forest. The demons have got you. Don't open your mouth before it's over. Okay. Watching this little kid grow up. He's great with a camera like his father, Keanu Schumann, RDP Productions. This is Caden Schumann. Watch this kid dribble through the crowd in Summer League AAU basketball. Pretty special. Keanu, you got to love it. I had the privilege of coaching Keanu as a linebacker at Jenkins High School many years ago. That's him with the ball right there. Caden. Yes. You got to count that crate right there. Okay. Now, we talk about kids the 2 kids that are unbelievable, top 10 quarterbacks here in the state of Georgia, top 2 quarterbacks, top 100 quarterbacks in the United States. Well, watch what Jake Merklinger does for Calvary to win the South Carolina 7-on-7 passing league. Kid throws dimes. Once again, watch. He's going into his senior year at Calvary Day School. Unbelievable throw on the dime to his tight end, Smith. I mean, just great. They won the South Carolina 7-on-7 camp, as far as I understand. And, coaches know what they're talking about. Effingham County's got a good one in John Ford. Came from Buford up there in Georgia, up there in Gainesville land. He's made that program a little more stable. The Rebels playing at the Palace and the Pines. Just listen to him on his take on what the season is all about when he was interviewed by, of course, local gal WJCL sports director Amy Zimmer.
I say all the time, fall will call and ask what you did all summer. You've got to stack a bunch of good days. Success isn't a microwave. Success is a slow cooker, but it tastes better. There's just no way to fast forward the process. You've got to go through each and every day. And so, before we worry about the fall, we've got to make sure we have a great June. Then we got to make sure we have a great July. Then we got to make sure we have a great fall camp. And so we're just focused on the process every day. And I'm grateful for these kids. They're awesome young men.
It just doesn't happen quickly, just like a microwave does to your food. The more you cook it, the slow cook it, the better it tastes. Well, the better the program's going to be. John Ford, class act. He's going to be one of my new highlights. Savannah Sports Minute, 4 quarters interview. Can't wait to talk to him. All right, let's go to Karl's Corner. What is my editorial about today? We don't play games on paper. We play games on fields. We can't play games on soccer fields, on football fields, on cross fields, baseball diamonds, softball diamonds, basketball courts. We play our games on courts, and we play them. You're not going to win because you're the better team on paper. And if you just watch my 4 videos out the door, okay, Wake Forest pitcher talking about how, hey, nobody's going to beat us, and they lose on a walk-off to LSU. You got to understand, especially athletes, you got to play the game. You might be 10-0. The other team might be 0-10. But you know what? It happens between the lines. It happens on the grass. It happens on the dirt. It happens on the hardwood. It just doesn't happen because you're the better team. And as a coach for such a long time, I'm the OG, okay? You tell your kids, you got a chance to beat any team you play. They put on their uniforms the same way you do. They eat the same things you do. They train the same way you do. Who cares how much talent they got? But don't brag about it before you play. Don't put bulletin board material up on the locker room board for your opponent. Step back. Be humble. Let your play speak for you on the court of play. And I just love it because I've been doing this a long time. How, I go back many, many years ago. My senior in high school, we came into our final game. We were 3-7. The other team, the first place team, they came into the championship game. They came into the final game in the regular season 7-3. They had to win to make the playoffs. We were 28-point underdogs. We didn't say a word. We just kept our mouth shut. We had a lot going for us. We had a lot of motivation. One of our coaches was battling leukemia. He was sent to the hospital before. And, of course, it was a rivalry week. We wound up winning that game 18-8. We didn't shoot our mouths off. We were the 3-17 coming. The 2-17 coming into that. The 2-18 coming into that game. We finished 3-8 on the season. Okay, they finished 7-4 and missed the playoffs. Just that one loss to us put them out of playoffs. I learned early in life, don't talk about you're the better team. You're the team that's going to beat the other team's pants off because you never know what's going to happen on the field of play. All right, I got a comment in my comment box here, and it's the good old man checking me out. Okay, Lawrence, remember, Wendy Haley was our winner for subscribing to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report this past week. Once again, please go to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report YouTube channel, subscribe. Go to Rubbin' Grubbin YouTube channel and subscribe. We're all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Go to the 19th Hole YouTube channel and subscribe to them. Go to the podcast, the Karl DeMasi Sports Report podcast. Check it out. That's Who's on First Base Baseball Podcast with Kyle Lawson, the baseball fanatic. Hey, support us because we support local sports. All right, let me get right here. I got to thank my guest, Luke Kromenhoek, rising senior at Benedictine Military School, for following up on his trip out to the Elite 11 quarterback camp. Finished 3rd in that camp out of 20 of the top high school quarterbacks in the country. Got to thank, of course, Jadyn Singleton, rising senior at Savannah Christian, competitive cheerleader and gold medalist track and field athlete, for coming on, taking the time to come on. And, of course, the man himself, the head golf professional over at Bacon Park, Gordon Gnann, telling us what's going on at Bacon Park this summer and the refurbishment of the Muni, as O.C. Welch says. And thank you, Bacon Park and O.C. Welch, for supporting the PrepSportsReport.com. Well, Lawrence, I'm not going to make 2 hours. I made it to 1 hour and 25 minutes. It's always a lot of fun being here on the Coach's Corner Soundgarden stage every Saturday morning. And like I say every week, please say a prayer. Yes, Lawrence, 1 hour and 25 minutes. Please say a prayer for all those people in the Ukraine that are dealing with the crazy war that's going on there. Please say a prayer for all the people here in the United States that are dealing with the tragedies and dealing with life's negative experiences. And hopefully for the hour and 25 minutes, I could take your mind a little off of life's worries. But once again, it's always a lot of fun being here. And like I say every weekend, whatever you're doing today or tomorrow, always hit it out of the park. Until next week, when I talk to you again, see you again, or you watch my show again, or listen to the coach again, may it be your best weekend. I'm out of here. Peace out. June 24th, 2023. We'll be back next week with our, 4th of July weekend show. Talk to you later. Enjoy the day. The sun's out. Hopefully the rain will stay away for most of the day. Get to the beach, play some golf, do what you like to do. I might be just here tonight to watch Foreigner on the Soundgarden stage. It's Saturday night at Coach's Corner. It's all food, all music, all sports, all fun since 1991. Peace out, people. Okay. I'm the coach. I'm the old guy. I forgot that I had to get word out there about a camp that goes on here in Savannah, Georgia. It's called Camp Sunshine. Camp Sunshine, is a camp that serves children in Georgia with cancer. Their main office is in Decatur, Atlanta. They also have an office in Savannah to support our Savannah area families. Stephanie Irwin is the program director in Savannah. She provides programs throughout the year and tells everybody what's going on in sport at Memorial Health, and it's an ongoing basis. And then there's Suzanne Ansley, who's the community outreach manager, and they got something special going on. Let me get this right here. July 10th, 2023, pickleball. Now, it's a big thing now here in the South. I was playing pickleball before I moved here in 1995. July 10th at Savannah Golf Club, we got a pickleball tournament going on, a round-robin men and women's doubles pickleball tournament for the advanced, intermediate, and social teams. There's lunch, there's drinks, prizes, silent auction. Registration has to be done by June 30th. That's next week, next Friday. It's $75 per player, and it's going to a good cause. It's going to help the children here in Savannah, Georgia, fighting cancer. Like I said, I'm a big proponent of, Coaches for Curing Cancer. I do it every year here in Savannah, Georgia. It's been going on for 7 years. It's the Coaches for Curing Cancer 5K, 10K run. All proceeds go to the cure. Well, let's also help out Camp Sunshine, which helps out our youth that have cancer and make their dreams come true. Maybe one day they'll be playing pickleball. Check it out, Camp Sunshine. You got 1 week to register. Less than 1 week. Get out there. I'll be posting this on my Facebook pages and on the Prep Sports Report website. Check it out. Get there. Check it out. DJ Spiros, thank you for letting me know this. Make sure you get in touch with them. It's for a great cause. Okay, on that note, now I'm out. Got to always help the kids here. Sometimes, the old guy forgets sometimes. So here we are. Once again, I'll talk to you next week. Thank you. Appreciate you for dealing with my blunders sometimes. But you know what? It's all fun. I'm a novice. I love it. I love doing what I do every Saturday morning. I appreciate your help. Camp Sunshine. Make sure you help them out.